So, I'm holding up this book because I want to do a bit of a rave. Like, I rave for this book. I came across this book in 2013, summer of 2013. This book was published in 2011. There's a little story of how I came across it, but it is written by Craig Thompson. It's called Habibi, and it is a comic novel, right? So, it's a huge book, and how I came across this was in the summer of 2013. I was going shopping for my friend's birthday, which was a month later. Uh, she doesn't read comic books. She's not into the novels of comics and whatnot. And so I was into it at that time. I was writing my own little comic, and I thought, since I'm gonna be doing artwork of, written comics, I would like for her to kind of have her first read. And I went to Barnes and Nobles. I wanted to get her an inspirational gift. And I said, well, you know what? While I'm here, let me grab her a comic book that she will enjoy. I had no idea I would find something like this, which is crazy because we're of Middle Eastern descent. And so this book was just, this is what I saw because obviously it stands like this, so I saw the binding part, and with the Arabic calligraphy. So I was like, oh my gosh, what is this about? And I read the Habibi word, and I was like, I have to pick it up. So I picked it up, and I went through it. Um, the artwork, I just glimpsed at it, and I said, I have to get this for her. Perfect for her. I was like, I know it's big for her first comic, but it's just perfect. It's just it looks like a scripture book. I love the Arabic detail of artwork, like a scripture. And so anyways, I went home, and this was for her, and I couldn't sleep that night, and I was like, well, let me just read the book that I got her, at least so I can know what the book is about, right? I kid you not, I picked this up and finished it in 3 hours and a half because I could not put it down. And I've never done that before. Like, if I'm into a book, I will finish it within a day or so. But this was the first book that I finished in 3 hours and a half. I could not put it down. I kid you not. If you are into comics, if you are into big novel comics too. This story will take you through a journey. It was a ride. And usually I love that with comics. That's what I long for. But this is more, it was very well written. Let me tell you something. Craig Thompson, who is from Michigan, Traverse City, and he's the author. And I happen to be from Michigan too. And I was just, first of all, the fact that he is American, right? The fact that he wrote this amazing book of tales, of Arabic tales, and I could say Islamic mythology is what he said that he played with a little bit. So the the literature artwork, the transition of Arabic tales put into this one book, written by someone that is not of Middle Eastern descent, the transition of tales into one storyline is remarkably amazing. First of all, these, if you're young and if you're Middle Eastern, you know what I'm talking about. When you read this, you will know within this journey and storyline how amazing he put together a number of tales put into one. I mean, you will know if you know the history, if you know a couple of stories and a couple of tales and mythology, and you read this. Very smoothly done, very nicely done, incredible. I'm telling you, it takes you through a journey. Add it on the imagination, and his own talent. Amazing. If you are someone that loves comic books and you're used to just, the maybe the 20-page comic book, the really thin ones, those are amazing too. Love those. But if you want something different and you want a different read, this is great. I'm telling you, this is great. Okay, it's a great imagination. More than that, it just depicts. It also does depict um, get real life situations. Though the first page does say Of course, it's kind of a disclaimer that everything is fictitious to his art, to his artwork, pretty much. And if it does depict any real events, it may be entirely coincidental. But again, it is amazing. Even if I was not Arabic, even if I watched another YouTube video and someone said, hey, this book depicts a lot of tales from this country, and it's just very well written transitionally and smoothly, I would pick it up and read it. So you know, it. I just can't stop raving about it. It's funny because when I read that, when I read this book that night when I bought it for my friend, and I actually called. I couldn't even wait to give this to her for her birthday. I had called her and I said, "Look, I read this book. You have to read it. You have to go. You go to your local library. Whatever you have to do, you have to read it." And she did. And the funny thing is, we related to a couple of stories in here. So it was something that I was like, "Oh my gosh, can you understand?" Like it was crazy at the time that I read it. I was related. I related to it. I've been wanting to do a video and share about this and even blog about it and just rave about it. But I find myself raving about it to people, and every time I'm at Barnes and Nobles or any bookstore and I see this, I always tell people, "Oh my God, you gotta get it." Or I will sit there and talk to somebody and be like, "Do you know about this?" I always just happen to rave about it, and so I said, "You know what? I'll do it." The same friend that I actually was supposed to give it to, she actually got it for me because I talk about it so much. She actually got it for me for my birthday this year. So I said, "You know what? It's in my hands. It's part of my collection." So I had to share it. I have to just let you guys know, anybody interested in comics, this is a great read. Very well done, very well put together. It will take you through a journey. I could not have put it down. So yeah, if you like a little bit of history, Arabic tale mythology, or just comic books, and you want to change up the kind of comic books you like to read, definitely go for this. You guys will like it. If you do read it, if you do pick it up, please leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this, the transition of it, the storyline. I'd like to know what you guys think. Anybody that's Middle Eastern out there that also picks up this book and reads it, and you want to let me know about the storyline as well, just let me know. I would like to see what you guys think about it. I absolutely love this book. So if you guys do pick it up, let me know, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.